everybody, and welcome to Under the Umbrella. Woo! Woo! We're doing this. Congrats on the first episode.
Yay! We released our first
We
episode.
had a great first episode, and we actually recorded the second one, but now we have to now we have to re-record it. Taylor Swift, who? Because somebody, I'm not gonna name drop, forgot to press play on the microphones.
I forgot to press record. We filmed the whole 40-minute episode
For
and
nothing.
So we're gonna do it again.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We actually went out last night and we did a private event with Kane Music. And they took our phones away, so we basically went out for nothing. No, I'm joking, but so I have to record this second episode hungover and sleep deprived.
I'm good though.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. So what are we gonna talk about? Maybe we wanted to do the second episode, remember, on friendships and relationships, but it's the award season and it's not the award season, the event season. With Cannes Film Festival for Formula One, 1st of May in Romania. I'm not really gonna get into that because
I'll cut this out, because I know this will probably annoy you if you see it in the video. Sticking up.
1st of May in Romania also, it's a big celebration, but I'm not really gonna get into that. Maybe a little bit. Yeah.
So we want to touch a bit on, first on a bit on relationships. April's
you
been
were away. You left me.
Sorry. Well, you're leaving me soon, so we're
I'm
even.
leaving it tonight.
You're leaving tonight.
Yeah,
Or
I'm leaving
tomorrow?
tonight. It's great, right? I'm so I'm in a great mental state to leave tonight.
Well, refresh is always good.
Yeah, a lot has happened since the last
yeah.
episode. Taylor Swift dropped her new album. That was great. It was very intense for me. I don't want to talk about it.
Everyone seemed very emotional. April is a big month in general, I think. Actually, astrologically, if you're into that, you're not into that. But
I'm not at all. I don't even know if I'm a Taurus anymore, to be fair. Because everybody's you have the moon here, Saturn there. And I'm am I a Taurus? That's my whole personality trait. This is my whole personality, being a Taurus. I don't have anything if I don't
I
have
thought you
that.
said you were a Sagittarius.
When did I say that?
I swear, when we met, the first time we met at the dinner, you said you were a Sag.
No, I haven't.
You're a
'Cause
Taurus?
I'm a Taurus, and Megan Fox is also a Taurus, and that's one of my personality traits. I don't know why, but yeah, I would never say I'm another sign.
I'm an Aquarius, and I'm such an Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius to its core.
Wow, great!
Unfortunately.
I love Aquariuses.
We're the best.
No, I don't. No, but I get along with
but
you, so
no.
that's fine.
Yeah, we have the same sense of humor, same dark,
Brain.
twisted sense of humor.
Brain, same profession, same job, same friends. We're basically
We're
the same.
sisters.
We're
As
sisters.
you can tell.
We are Siamese.
But yeah, so April for me as well, because I've always been sensitive to energy of the energy around me, the energy of people, the energy of the planet, unfortunately. And a lot has been happening for me.
Yeah, you
this
ruined my
month,
lunch
and
last week.
I
You ruined my lunch.
sometimes I'm sorry. I'm sorry I ruined your you had more anxiety than me, for me. You're very empathetic.
Yeah, I especially with close friends, I'm very empathetic. And I remember 2 months ago, she was talking to someone. She came over to my place and she was complaining, and I got a rash. I had a rash on my chest because I was very nervous for her.
She was more nervous than me, so. But we want
As
to
you
talk
do.
a bit about that as well, a bit about.
Yeah.
Because about red flags and what to look out for, because I have dealt with a lot of people that seemed amazing at the beginning, portrayed a certain.
I never
you
think
know,
anyone is
they
amazing in the beginning. I'm the amazing one.
They
in the
portray
relationship.
themselves to be amazing, but then they turn it around, and this is so I've dealt with a lot of narcissists.
Yeah, can I say something? I really don't get it. Just so girls know, guys and girls are wired very differently.
Yeah.
We function very differently, biologically. We function very differently. So there's no such thing. No. There's no such thing as love bombing or gaslighting, stuff like this, they don't
Mm.
exist, because there's no way a guy will fall in love with you in a week. So girls, my
Yeah.
advice for you is look for more genuine things. If he actually like is interested in you, gives you quality time and everything,
You want,
you
if
want
they
that.
start slow, if they're taking it slow at the beginning,
Yeah.
creating more stable foundation, that's a green flag.
Don't
Someone
fall
who
for love
really
bombing.
sweeps you off your feet, is constantly giving you compliments,
You're
building
the
you
love
up.
of my life. You're
Yeah,
the
putting you on a
princess of my
pedestal.
life. There's no such thing.
And it works because your chemicals are going crazy, and you're like, oh, like
And they
this
know.
person is so
They crack
interested
the
in me.
code. They crack the code. They know
this
it works.
This is what narcissists do, and I actually, hold on, just to get my thoughts together, I wrote some notes because I know a lot of girls who deal with this type of thing at the beginning, and then they end up getting hurt. So I mean, if it helps at least one person to be aware of these signs, then great.
But like you need a week or two to figure out if a guy is a red flag. Like, girls, you're smart. I'm sure you can like make a difference between what's genuine and what's not. So my advice is look for more genuine things. Like, don't fall for like crazy dinners or like events or like good morning beautiful every morning, or it's nice, of course.
Yeah.
Like, prioritize your partner. Like,
I've definitely learned that words mean nothing. You have to go by
words
the
mean
actions
nothing.
you see.
Yeah, be guided by actions for sure. So like, get this in your head. There's no such thing as love bombing. There's no such things as you're the love of my life from the first week. Please go where it's genuine. I'm sure you can make a difference. And if a guy is sure about you, you know that as well. You don't have to question it.
Yeah. If you're feeling confused as well,
that means it's not genuine.
That means it's like you should never feel confused in a relationship.
I'm confused anywhere else, but not. Well, I've been keeping my private life off social media since high school, but it still gets out sometimes. But yeah, if I see red flags in the first week or two, I'm not even wasting time. I'm not interested. Like, it's such a turn off. So
Well, that's good. You're strong, and relationships teach you that as well. So
yeah.
every relationship is there to teach you something. It was never a waste of time. It's there to teach you something that you need to learn, whether you listen to that
or you can relate to new Taylor Swift
or
albums, which is also good. It's also
or you
good.
can repeat the pattern as well, and that's why we attract the same partners.
Yeah.
So the best thing to do is just work on yourself so that you attract different in the next partner,
Okay.
and you are attracted to different in the,
So
in the
quickly
next
read the
partner.
notes so we can get into the event month.
She's like, okay, relationships boring. Next.
Boring. No, but we'll do a whole episode on this and tell you guys
Will we?
about it. Now, like relationship, friendships in the industry, stuff like this. So we have that saved
Okay.
for another episode.
But
But,
I-
now
but I-
because we have
I
like
wanna bring
we
this
had
up.
a mini mental breakdown in Hyde
Yeah,
Park. That was
so-
very poetic. That was
Sometimes you really need just to just let yourself have a mental breakdown.
no, but she has a very dark humor. And she just texted me while I was having coffee with my friend, like, I'm having a mental breakdown in the rain in Hyde Park. And I was like, oh my God, it's so poetic and on brand for Taylor Swift's new album. Like, congrats. And like, she actually came and she actually was sad. And then I felt very bad. But I told her,
I'm just used to your
I
humor.
told
you know?
her, you have the weekend to get it together before it starts getting lame. And we need to film. So if you're going to be sad, at least be funny.
Yeah. But at least, guys, but
Very,
sometimes
very
you
empathic.
need to let yourself be sad.
But she listened to me. It actually like took her 3 days and she was fine. So it wasn't that deep.
I'm fine.
Nothing is
I'm
that
fine.
deep. Nothing is that deep anyway.
But I want to bring so even if it helps one person, like just to get people aware of these signs, because it happens so often, and
And
girls are getting hurt. And
let's see if I agree.
You know what, girls, know your worth. Know your worth, because
And look for more genuine things. Look for actions, not words and bullshit
Yes.
like this. Bullshit.
Love
Please.
yourself enough to walk away, because you will always find better. Always.
Jesus Christ, there's so many notes.
It's not that long. It's really not that long.
Go for it. Action.
Love bombing. So and yeah,
It
you
doesn't
think
exist.
love
in my opinion.
bombing, coming on very fast and strong, putting you on a pedestal, and making you feel very special. We've already touched on that. Narcissists always will hog the conversation as well. They will talk a lot about themselves.
I talk a lot
And
about
how
myself. Am I a
impressive they are.
narcissist?
Maybe
I do that as
We'll
well. Maybe I'm the red flag in a relationship. Let's figure out. According to Lauren's notes, am I the red flag?
They lack empathy as well. Hence why they don't really care how their actions affect other people. And then it can turn into, picking on you, and gaslighting is a big one. So they may say things like, oh, I'm sorry that you feel that way about this, instead of actually acknowledging your feelings. And
I feel like all guys do that. Again, because we're wired differently. So maybe they actually believe it. Maybe they actually believe it's not their fault.
A lot of guys, a lot of people in general aren't the best communicators, and that's what goes wrong in relationships, and the lack of empathy. But because a lot of people just take things personally.
I mean, you have to find a common ground, I guess. Like, because like a girl and a guy like existing together again is very hard. So I guess like you have to find a common ground that works for you, and be sure you're happier more than you're sad. Because if you're sad, that's toxic, and you shouldn't be in that. Love yourself.
But
I feel like if you love yourself and
a lot
if you prioritize yourself, everything will fall into place for sure.
They actually you can get addicted to the highs and lows, and not a lot of people realize, because it is kind of like a drug in a way, and you do get addicted to the highs and even the lows.
I mean, anybody's addicted to something. I'm addicted to coffee, and that's my whole personality. And a doctor said I should give it up, but I can't because that's my whole personality.
Coffee is fine as long as you're not having like,
I had a kidney
6 a
infection,
day.
so I'm not sure if that's.
Oh, okay.
Is
So
that
maybe you
so
need to
fine? Maybe I should
work on
yeah.
that. But also, I googled this because I'm wondering, like, why do narcissists do what they do?
Red flags. Google. We're
was
so
like-
great at relationship advice. We just Google everything.
I mean,
Googled
I only did it to
I
get my.
googled the headache once, and the word cancer
Don't Google
popped on my
anything.
screen. But I'm fine.
Basically, the result of anything you Google is death or cancer.
Relationships as well. Death.
So basically, they feel entitled to get what they want from others, regardless of their behavior or who it hurts in the process. This is how they think. Their sense of entitlement masks their deep insecurities, and somehow they convince themselves that they are superior. This is how a narcissist thinks. Hence why, and it's quite selfish, because say they end it with
Am I a
you.
I'm joking.
You're
I'm so
You're like,
exposed in
wow.
this episode. I'm like,
I'm
wow,
learning a lot of
Lauren
things.
really figured me out. It took my co-host to figure me out, not any man.
And then I discovered there's a thing called an avoidant as well, and there's 4 different kinds. There's anxious
Jesus.
avoidant, fearful avoidant, dismissive, and secure, and they all mean different things, and they're different to a narcissist. I think the last guy I was
Partnership
dealing
has
with
a whole
was an
song on this.
avoidant.
It's called All Too Well. Girls, you only need that to figure it out.
So what happens is when the relationship kind of gets too real and too close, they can end up just breaking up with you or ending it suddenly because of a deep fear of being hurt or being rejected.
I also don't. This is very debatable. If a guy is sure about you, he's sure about you. I don't think he ends it because like he's afraid of falling in love with you. I don't believe in that. I don't really believe in that. Oh, I love you so much, and I'm afraid that I love you so much that I'm afraid of commitment because I love you so much. I'm not sure about that. I feel like if a guy is sure about you, he knows, and you also know. But again,
but that means
girls,
they're
look for
more
genuine
healthy.
things.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
like
right,
I said,
you're right,
there's
you're
a
right.
lot of people have their patterns and insecurities,
Yeah,
and the avoidant in particular, it stems from childhood with how the child-parent relationship and how that was, which then translate into their relationships now.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of like it's a mental thing and psychological thing.
Yeah, but
and
just go
sometimes
for
it's
guys that are sure
subconscious.
that and show genuine emotions and genuine things in life, and just start there. Do we have any more notes?
Nope.
Can we wrap it up and do the fun part?
Yay!
Great. So, guys, as we all know, the month of May is approaching. There's a lot of things we can debrief. So we should talk a little bit more about events. Maybe in this episode, should we make it fun?
Yeah. Talk about
Okay,
events.
This was intense.
Events.
So, I actually met Ninka at Amphar. Yeah, I had a pleasure.
Shout out to Ninka again.
Again, should we rename the podcast Ninka?
Just Ninka, that's it.
No, but it was such a fun week, and I have so many genuine friendships from that weekend. We had a whole villa, and we were lucky enough to get invited to Amphar. And but Amphar, it was good exposure for sure. It was pretty boring. But I remember a night before we had this Naomi Campbell boat party, which had all of the A-listers you can think of, and I felt like I'm in Madame Tussauds, and I was so confused. It, and then the next day it was Amphar, and I remember it was pretty boring given the after party. And then we went back to our villa, me and the girls, and we when we woke up the next morning. Can you bleep this? Can somebody bleep this?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
great.
bleep.
There was a guy on our couch, and I was making coffee with the girls, and then I said like, "Oh my god, that guy looks like," and then he woke up, and he was like, "I am fucking," and then he just walked out of the house, and I never seen him ever since. But I think he's fine because he released music. But yeah, that was a very weird morning. And then we went to Monaco to the Formula One. We had a Fairmont shoot with Richie's club, Lily's club. It was a pop-up club, and all of us, we went there. And then the best party I've ever been to, I think it was the Formula One after party. And I remember we had a driver, and me and Ninka wanted to leave the Formula One best party I've ever been to. So not like, because I say I don't really like parties anymore, but if they're Richie's parties, like the biggest party planner in the world, I like them. But I remember we were texting the driver, "Can you come pick us up?" And then two guys, like in a Porsche, just came out of like Fairmont, and they were like, "Do you guys need a ride?" Because our villa was very, very far away from the event. And they were like, "Do you need a ride?" And me and Ninka were like, "Yeah, but we don't really want to like come with you guys, because what if you're gonna like..." And they had a baby seat in the back of the
Okay.
car, and then me and
But,
Ninka
like,
were like,
That could
"They're
have all
fine,
been a lie.
they're safe." And then I ended up, because it was too many people in that like small Porsche.
That's like to lure you in, put a baby seat in the back.
No,
Yeah,
but
I think we're
actually, I
fine.
actually ended up in the baby seat, and Ninka was like,
How
her
did you
legs were in the front,
How did
like
you fit
she was
in the baby
back.
seat?
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck I fit into the baby seat. And Ninka was like, half of Ninka was on me, like her legs were in the front. It was so bad, but we made it in one piece. So the guys that brought us, we actually follow each other on Instagram. Thank you so much.
Oh,
You saved our life.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank
you
you.
saved us from like a party we
Thank
enjoyed.
you for not killing my friends. Thanks. Appreciate you.
Yeah, we actually had a lot of fun. So yeah, those parties, like Richie throws the best parties in my opinion. I always enjoy them.
I've
'cause-
missed out on some parties.
Have you been to the
We didn't
Machine
even-
Gun Kelly one?
No.
That was good. It was in June. It was a designer
When's
friend.
the next one? Because
Well,
we're going.
it was actually a designer friend of ours. He called in Machine Gun Kelly to perform Bloody Valentine in Bacchanalia, and we had so much fun. It was so good. But you went to the BAFTA one. In the BAFTA week, we had that dinner with the actor that was in the movie with the boat that sank. We're not gonna name drop the actor that was in the movie
club
with the boat that sank. A very famous movie. I don't know if you heard
Oh
about it.
yeah. Well, everyone's gonna know now.
Well, I don't want
You
to
might as well just name drop. Yeah, but we can name drop the other.
Yeah, so we became friends with Jamie Foxx.
We were at the same party and we didn't even know each other was there.
Yeah, true. But we had this big dinner for no reason at all. And then after this private like dinner, we went downstairs in the club with these people, and like Jamie Foxx just called Snoop Dogg out of the blue.
Out of the blue,
And
we're
it
like
was
in the club,
sunny. It was daytime in LA, and he just
Yeah.
picks up like, what the fuck?
and I saw Snoop on the phone, like in his car, like what the fuck's
And
going
he was
on?
so confused, yeah.
And Jamie's like,
Yeah, and all of us were like, what's
okay,
happening?
what's up?
And
So
the next
funny.
day we had another event with them. Still for the BAFTA week. It was in Maine, I think. We actually had a lot of fun that night. It was very, very fun. Everybody had fun. So
I went to a BAFTA event 2 nights ago.
Oh yeah, how was it? I know
What
that.
day is it? Yeah, it was 2 nights ago. I don't even know what day it is.
Today is the day I'm fighting for my life because I'm hungover as shit.
It was
Yeah.
It was great. It was to do with Northern Ireland Screen. Watched a lot of amazing short films and a feature film. All of them were like, when you watch the film and it really like hits here, like every single one. It was just like amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. I understand.
I actually watched so many movies this year. Like I watched all of the Oscar movies. It was a very good year for movies, guys. Like we can make a list to recommend some movies. I've seen some pieces of art, literally, like a lot of good
That's what I felt.
movies
Yeah, I
were
felt like I
released
was
this
watching
year.
art,
Yeah.
and like a lot of it was kind of what I was going through as well.
Yeah, Poor Things with
Um,
Emma Stone, guys. If you want to check it out, she actually won Best Actress.
Yeah, that's on my list.
It's insane. Yorgos, this Greek director, it seems like all of his movies are pure art, and Emma Stone had a terrific performance in that movie. You should really check it
I've
out. In
heard
my
this.
opinion, it was the best movie of the year. I also watched Oppenheimer, Barbie, everything, but Poor Things and a very niche animation called Robot Dreams is also something
Huh.
you should check it out. It's very, very good.
What did you think of Barbie, by the way? Because I thought it was
I don't want to
hyped
get
up.
cancelled.
No,
I love
I don't
Margot
get-
Robbie.
I love Margot
absolutely
Robbie.
Adore her and Ryan
and
Gosling.
Ryan.
All of my friends say Ryan Gosling is the most genuine and nicest person ever to exist. So I didn't really like Barbie.
I just feel like it was hyped up way too much, and I went and watched it in the cinema, and I just
I mean, to watch it just to watch it, but it wasn't something great in my opinion. It was fun, but
yeah. Let's not talk too much about
Let's
it, so
not-
we're not cancelled.
no.
But,
yeah, because I can't get into the actual themes of the movies without like.
Yeah.
So let's go back to events.
All right, events. So
Events. So yeah, there's also a big celebration in Romania. They're bringing Travis Scott. I still have to see that happen. It's a big celebration for 1st of May in Romania. So basically, like, it's very hard to explain it to foreigners. So basically, like, the clubs are opening in the seaside, and it's like Labor Day, like 4th of July in America, but not really. And basically, like, the worst people ever go there. I'm gonna get cancelled again.
Why the worst people ever?
Again, I'm trying to be nice and you're really forcing my hand right now. So yeah, I did it 2 years in a row. Well, I didn't do it twice. I did it once and a half because last year a DJ friend of mine was playing it, and then I met up with him, took the bracelets, gave them to my friends, and then fucked off because I was like, it's enough. I did it 1st of May first because I was discovered on Instagram by a nightlife influencer in Bucharest that I'm friends with. He's very, very funny. People will know who I'm talking about. So shout out to him. And we had a very crazy summer 2 or 3 summers ago. Whenever we go to a club, like, they would put my name on the screen, like, and messages like Adriana Lima is jealous of Daria. Daria is the Messi of women, like stuff like that. It was very weird. It was a very weird summer, but we had a lot of fun. And then we
Also, speaking of Adriana Lima, when I see her sometimes come up on my Instagram, I think it's you, like, straight away.
a lot of people say that. A lot
I'm
of
like,
people
oh,
say
it's
that.
Oh, it's Adriana.
Aw.
She's like, you look like her so much,
I don't
especially
know- I
in like
know.
her modeling photos.
I know, and I didn't see this in the beginning, but at every casting or any person that meets me for the first time, they're like, do you know who do you look like? And I'm like, Adriana Lima, without trying to like sound super like self-centered, but I'm so used
I'm
to
like
it.
that too with Dakota Johnson. I get that all the time. They're like, you know who you look like? I'm like, Dakota Johnson.
You're prettier.
I get that as well. not to say.
I love
Like,
Dakota Johnson. Don't
Dakota
worry,
Johnson's
I like her.
amazing, but yeah, they're like, yeah, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
get cancelled. You're like a prettier version of Dakota Johnson.
Yeah,
But
they
yeah.
they ask me if I'm doing 1st of May like again this year, and I'm like, no. Luckily I'm working, so, but I'm not. I'm actually. You may or may not see me at Cannes Film Festival this year. We'll have to see about that. Stay tuned. But yeah. So this is how I'm ending. Back again. Yeah. We had a lot of fun that week. A lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to this
Yeah,
month of May.
if you go with friends though, it's like so much funner, isn't it?
If
you're with some good friends, good people.
I can't go to events anymore if I don't have my friends with me. I used to be crazy years ago. I told you I was everywhere. But now if I don't have 1 or 2 good friends with me, I can't go. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. And also I have to stop saying like. Did you see that? I was because in the first episode I was, oh my god, like. Oh, I just watched it. It's
So
so
we're-
annoying.
We're gonna do a like count from now. FYI.
Yeah, but I'm really forcing myself to not say like. I don't know why.
You definitely slip up multiple times, but
We'll see. We'll do a like count.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? What else?
Ooh.
What else? What else? What else? What else?
What else do we talk
What else do we talk about? What else do we talk about?
A few moments later.
Oh, I had some crazy parties for sure. But
Um,
most people think these events are so amazing. Most of them are boring.
Boring.
Cause I'm like,
Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah, a
like,
lot of people like
no, but I'm like,
think, oh my god, they're going to all these events and but
but I don't like events, only the ones hosted by the biggest party planner in the world. Shout out Richie. I know you're not watching, but
yeah.
so good. I'm so it's so funny how we avoid to name drop people because we came across a lot of celebrities, and it's not like they're in Hollywood in their glass house in their marble bathtub surrounded by diamonds thinking like those two girls are gonna cancel us.
Oh no, for sure. Like they'll be in their marble bathtub, with their
With
flat
our
screen,
podcast, like
with our
not
podcast
Darian
on it.
Lauren again, not them.
Their
Damn you kids.
Imagine it's like became their favorite podcast.
Oh,
watch it every day.
actually, we went to a film festival in Italy, me and one of my best friends, and we hosted an after party at our villa, and we took Andrew Garfield there, and he was like he was singing Romanian music and eating pasta with his hands. I posted everything on Instagram, and
with his hands.
yeah, there's a lot of like press articles about that night, which I'm not gonna get into.
Why? We want to know.
I'm sure. I also did a live interview. The one I sent you the picture with, where I was rolling my eyes.
Oh my god, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
No, because guys,
She sent me this video of her. So she's getting interviewed or something on the news, and she's just there like rolling her eyes at one of the questions.
because I only agreed to do this interview because they said they're not gonna ask me about this guy, and like when I sat down, the first question was about this guy, and then I went like, oh, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
they did that.
Ar trebui să-și găsească un partener din industrie pentru a putea face față și pentru a putea...
I would roll my eyes too, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, so basically we took everybody from the festival to our villa. And what we didn't think through is that everybody had flights the next day and our villa was in the mountains and no taxis would come there. So they missed their flights the next day. But we also extended that trip a little bit. It was a very fun trip. Yeah, Andrew was there, Nat was there, and a lot of people. And Pascal, I talked a little bit about this festival in the first episode because this is how I got started. So he's a very important person for me and he's amazing. He is like a force of nature. Like he has the ability of putting all of these people together and everybody just has a good time. It's like we're in a camp, you know. And last summer we had Brendan Fraser that actually won the Oscar that year for Best Actor, and we did a press conference with him. Then he was at the dinners and everything, so it was pretty cool.
I don't know if you want to name drop or talk about anyone that you thought was not very nice.
I actually have with the biggest A-listers, I have the nicest experiences. All of them were very nice.
That's
but
good.
with micro nano influencers, whatever, especially people from Bucharest, Jesus fucking Christ, get a grip. Like the guy from the movie with the boat that sank was so nice. Guys, just you're advertising a cream. Get a grip. Be nice. What the hell?
Are you talking about that article with you and the
guy with the
guy
boat
with
that
the
sank?
they really did you dirty?
Oh no, they did me dirty because there's this headline with me and the guy with the movie with the boat that sank. It's like how Adriana Lima of Romania met the guy with the boat that sank. And and first of all, I met him at the Naomi Campbell birthday party and we didn't have any conversation. I was like, hey, we just introduced it ourselves because he was nice and that was it.
Yeah,
then he came
that's
to
what happened
London
as well. He doesn't really make conversation with anyone.
And then he came to London. He's actually very good friends with some friends of ours and we had this events with him and stuff like this. And he's very nice. All of them are extremely nice because they don't have to prove anything, you know, when you're that valuable. I feel like you don't have to prove anything. You're just very humble and down to earth. But this mini micro celebrities or whatever they are, come on, guys. Like, be nice.
I think
be
they're
nice.
just, some of them get that glimpse of like what it's like to be a bit known, and then their ego, they can't control their
it's
ego.
not
Basically,
that deep. It's not that deep. Come on. Even like the
Just-
guy
yeah.
with the boat that sank is doing a bit. He's not actually an actor.
doesn't
You know,
matter
like,
how
it's-
big you are. Like, you should treat people as equal.
Yeah.
Like, don't
'Cause
see yourself
everybody-
as better
everybody-
to someone than
and-
someone.
all jobs, and we're not comparing ourselves to like being a doctor or being a lawyer. Like, we're doing a bit. Even big actors, even big whatever, like models.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a job, but it's a fun job. They're doing a bit, and we're lucky
Yeah.
enough to do what we do.
and everyone's
So
gonna
be
do
nice, you know.
different things, be on their own life path. Everyone's on a
'Cause
different
everybody
journey.
has a
like,
coping
everyone's
mechanism for
been
life.
through shit.
Yeah, everybody has a coping mechanism for life, and like some jobs are more fun than others for sure. But be nice, 'cause everybody has stuff going
Yeah.
on.
I mean-
There's no way to. There's no use to be entitled. as-
There's no way to know what someone's going through. That's why everyone should just be nice to other
Well,
people.
unless it's
The
on
world-
the news.
Or still then it could really just not be true most of the time.
Yeah, there were a
Um,
lot of articles about me and a guy, but like I'm not gonna address that. We're not engaged. We were never engaged. He didn't propose to me. He didn't want to marry me, I guess.
You're really sad about that.
He
That
didn't
you're
wanna
not
marry
engaged.
Me. Where is it? Yeah, but I don't know. I don't really want to address it, 'cause like it was on the news a lot. So I'm not really gonna address it. But I went to an acting class in Rome with like a very famous screenwriter. He won an Oscar, and he was like, "I thought you were engaged." Like I saw on the news, and everybody was like, even in the circus, like this guy's American, and he was like, some people said that like I told them you're coming to my acting class, and they said you're engaged, and I'm like, I'm not. He didn't want to marry me.
That would annoy me so much if there was
yeah.
fake news about me all the time. Oh my god.
I mean, it wasn't that fake, but I'm not engaged. I'm not engaged.
but it was fake because you're not engaged.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, we're not engaged, but it was a fun memory in Italy for sure. But like I think my friends nicked me out on that one. I think like the information got out from my friends actually, because I did a little investigation, and yeah, Jesus fucking Christ.
Are they still your friends?
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Anywho,
You're
yeah.
like questioning your friendship.
Do I have friends?
Do I have friends? What are friends?
What are yeah, and people
Helps.
in this industry, I'm not sure, because I come from Romania, and there people can be a little bit tricky. Living abroad, like important people, it doesn't matter. They're very helpful. They're very humble. They're more than happy to give advice. So, no, but I wanna say this in the first episode, 'cause everybody was expecting from me like juicy things, celebrity gossip, bad experiences, bad breakups, and we talked about Evan Peters for no reason.
Shout out to Evan Peters.
Evan Peters, if you're watching this, honestly, I know you're not, and I know there's no way you are, but honestly, just please
Slide into her DMs.
propose. I'm ready. I'm
Slide in the
only waiting for
DMs.
you, honestly. I guess.
I mean, I feel like we've dished the tea
We name dropped Evan Peters
As-
again for no reason.
to the best of
Sorry.
our ability. But no, we'll have more episodes of going into our own experiences, maybe talking about some not so good experiences we've had in this industry and stuff like that.
And come back again for more juicy things about
More juiciness.
more juiciness about honestly whatever you want to talk about. We will. We don't really care.
Yeah. Let us know as well, like in the comments, or
I just wanted this
DM
to
if
also
you want
like
us to
tell
talk
my
about anything.
side of what people might think, because I've always been very private. I'm so private. Me doing the
it's
podcast.
I'm the same.
I'm so private.
This is right. I'm also that way, but like we're real, but want to be private at the same time. So there's that balance we're
Yeah,
trying
but we
to
can have everything
figure out.
and be private. So like I guess this is the price. But it's good to have this, because whenever I see some shitty thing, I'm always gonna be like, let me tell you my part of the story. So yeah, I'm not engaged yet. Evan,
Ooh.
call me.
Call her. Just please, because she
Please,
won't
because
shut
I'm
up.
annoying at this point. Yeah, I'm annoying. Please, marry me. Please.
He'll be thinking, oh, she doesn't she seems like a
She
very
seems
stable,
deranged.
non-desperate woman. Let me slide in her DM.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe I should download Raya again and like find him there. I'm gonna find you, okay?
Should we touch on Raya?
I had Raya I downloaded it only to see if I'm gonna match with my celebrity crush at that time, and then I did, and then I deleted it, and then I met him, and then I was like, okay, forget it.
I don't do dating apps because I'm never like, I'm fine being by myself, and I'm never looking for someone. They kind of just
I don't believe
come
in dating
into my
apps.
life
I
when I
don't.
don't ask for it. The only reason I went on Raya is because my friends forced me. So I gave it a little try.
I only can like someone if I know them in real life. I can like
Mm.
someone online. Like, I need to have a connection with that person in real life.
I do
Even
prefer
before
that as
I
well.
get invited somewhere, I have to like know for sure I like that person. I'm not really like dating for fun. I don't like it.
Yeah, dating's overrated.
Dating's overrated. So that's why, Evan, you should just marry me. Let's keep
Just
the whole
skip.
dating. the
Get
whole
right to
dating
it.
thing. Yeah. So we can touch on that in the relationship episode that we have to, I guess. So maybe this was a fun episode, and like
maybe
maybe I
We'll
don't know.
see.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
We didn't have a lot of technical issues this time, and we
Yay.
remember to press record, which is a very big step forward.
Yeah. I'm like double checking, like
Every 10 seconds.
okay, it's
Although it's in
recording.
front of us.
I'm paranoid
so, yeah,
now.
Congrats on the first episode. It was pretty.
Yay,
It was
we
pretty.
did
It was
it.
going pretty well. Wow. It was
Yeah,
pretty
like,
well.
we got really good feedback, and
Yeah, people actually liked it. So
yeah,
they said
we're
we're funny.
surprised.
They were surprised.
I'm
I-
surprised.
No, because I was insulted. Like, my friends were texting me, and they were, "Oh, you guys were so funny. We liked it." Like, surprised,
Yeah.
you know. And
Like, wow, it was
we
actually
are funny. We try very hard to be funny.
I'm trying so hard.
So next episode, I think we're gonna record it when I come back from Romania, because we need to record a couple, because then I'm leaving again. Stay tuned for that, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you guys soon. Bye. We're fine. We're fine.
Thank God it's over. My head hurts so well. My head hurts. I'm hungover. Thank God it's over.